Hi guys, Sussex EDC here. When I saw the blade shape on this Victorinox Floral model, I was immediately drawn to it and wondered if it would make a good EDC option. So let's take a quick look and see what we think. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and I'm grateful for all of your support. So the first thing I noticed about this was its really slim profile and thought, straight away this is going to be really unnoticeable in the pocket. Compared to some of the wider Swiss Army knives, it's got quite a thin profile to it. You'll also notice that we've got the exposed brass pins. Again, this isn't a common feature with Swiss Army knives. They tend to have the scales that cover all of the pinning. So this is slightly unusual and different as well. The handle length is longer than the blade. So you'll see there by quite a margin. But that means you've got a nice handle to hold when you're doing pruning tasks around the garden, or if you're doing floral arrangements, which is what this is designed for. But it also means you've got a good grip in it for other tasks as well. The handle is made of a nylon polyamide material. It's different to the Celador scales on Swiss Army knives again, but it actually makes this quite grippy when wet. So I guess, when you're cutting flowers or doing those arrangements, this means you've got a better grip on it. I actually quite like it. It's got a nice matte finish, which you can see there, as opposed to that sheen on the Celador scales. The sheep's foot blade, as you can see here, is extremely useful for florists, but actually, as you know from previous videos of mine, I'm a fan of a sheep's foot blade. Some people say this is like a sheep's foot Warncliffe. I'd class it as sheep's foot style, and it's just a really good knife, blade shape, for everyday tasks, like box cutting, just all the stuff we do on a day-to-day basis. What's unusual about this is that it's got a chisel grind. So you'll see here, you've got the beveled edge, and then I don't know, it's very hard to see because it's quite a thin profile blade, but on the back it's completely flat. It's very difficult to see, and as you go over, you've got a chisel grind on the top. So it's just a feature of this blade. Doesn't affect the cutting geometry at all, and it's still really useful. And as with most Swiss Army knives, it's non-lockable. So this is a nice UK legal knife. So as you may have seen in previous videos, I tend not to do the measurements anymore, but I will actually put those measurements down in the description for you. But what I'm going to do is just show you this next to a Swiss Army knife Bantam. So you can see it's a longer handle next to an old Wenger Evo 81. This is actually, as we know now, being bought out by Victorinox, so there are Victorinox versions of this. And here we have the Whitby Sprint. So, just some different knife sizes, just so you can compare. You'll see the handle is longer than all of these, but the blade shape, the blade won't be. So we'll line those up again so you can see. Just gives you an idea, I think, for people who know about knives in the knife community, you'll see straight away, and just gives you a bit of an idea if you spot this next to a knife you already know. But like I say, I will put those measurements in the description for those who want them. One thing I will do though is I will take a look at the weight of this for you, because that's one thing we'll notice in the pocket. So in grams, looking at about 34.3 grams. About 1.2 ounces. So it's a light little knife, and as you may have become used to by now, I'll just show you it in the fifth pocket. So because of that long thin handle, it does definitely poke out of the fifth pocket if it's upright. You will notice that, but then dropped into an actual pocket itself, just try and position it so you can see, but it's a slim little knife. So, in different positions there I'm trying to show you, you'll see, you're not going to notice that. So, yeah, there we go. It's a great little knife for EDC. I think, if you want something with a slim profile in your pocket, it's a great little option. You've got just one tool, which is the knife, but sometimes that's all you need. And it's got a utilitarian blade shape for many tasks. What's nice as well is that this comes in different pastel colours, so there may be something that appeals to women as an EDC option. Some women may want to carry something like this in a purse or in a pocket, but may not want this red or a black scale, so there's some pastel shades that are quite attractive. We've got the usual Victorinox fit and finish. You know, we've got a lovely back spring, no gapping. You know, those pins are really well done. It's got a lovely snap, as you've heard of, as I've had it in the video. So it's got the usual fit and finish, and it's a really inexpensive option. I mean, when I purchased this, it was about £12.50 on Amazon, so it's not expensive at all. I think it's going to make a good second knife option for somebody if you want to carry a larger knife and just a smaller one. This could be a good option, a good fifth pocket knife, you know, like you saw. And I also think it's going to make a really good introduction knife for younger adults, because that blade shape, it's not too pointy. As you can see there, it's quite non-threatening looking. The whole package is quite non-threatening. So, you know, if you've got a young adult and you want to introduce them to knife safety, this could be a good option. So yeah, you know, what do you think? Would you carry something like this? You know, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts below. So I hope you found this useful, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in future videos. Thanks for watching, guys.